Here we go. Talk a little bit about the Duke game. I thought we went into the ball game prepared, and I thought we came out and played well initially. But the intensity, for some reason, we lost. I thought Duke did some relatively, good things to pose some issues or problems for us. The onside kick was a big part of the ball game when it comes to momentum. Um, that and they were able to recover the fumble, and not only recover the fumble, go on to score. And I thought that was a very big part of the game. Also, another significant part of the game was the last 50 seconds going into the half. They drove the length of the field, and that's absurd. We played very poorly defensively, and we'll get that fixed, and I think we have. This past week, we had a bye week, one needed very desperately. I thought we got the very most of it. The attitude for the guys have been fantastic. The work ethic has been very good. The energy and effort has been very good. And as we prepare for this upcoming ball game, which happened to be our rivalry game, and one that we definitely not taking lightly. Central has, I would say, possibly the most improved team we've seen here recently. And, we knew it wouldn't take long for Coach Holland to get it turned around. And he have them turned around. They're playing very hard and sound football. And we're going to have to match or top that intensity as we approach this ball game. And everything began with this week of practice. Everything is about preparation. It's about us. It's about us. We got to get back to playing our brand of football, doing the little things that we normally do very well. And that's paying attention to detail, the fundamentals of tackling, and offensively getting the hat on the hat and allowing our athletes to do what they do. He will return. We're expecting, him to be at the top of his game. He had a great week of practice this past week, so he will be back. Absolutely, absolutely. That's exactly what we did. We went back to the foundation, to working on fundamentals and technique and paying attention to details. It's those little small things that we have been missing, things that we normally do very well. We have not, and I know a lot of it has contributed to that time off. But no excuses, no regrets. You talking about the need of a home game? I think we're in a really desperate need of just being surrounded by our family members and our friends and our fans, and to play on our grass, and to play against an opponent like Central. I think it's ideal. Well, I thought intensity, played a part in the Duke game. I thought we came out very highly intense, and then it fell off. So this week, I'm hoping that the intensity, remains throughout the entire ball game. So we're gonna start high and finish high. This is gonna be a trench game, and I think that's one of the things we put a lot of emphasis on this past week. Up front, being more physical and aggressive up front, getting the hat on the hat and moving people. What we got to do is come out and execute. It's about execution, doing the little things well. And if we just focus on those things, I think we'll be fine. They're a physical football team. They don't mind mixing it up. And the running game, I think their running game is very solid. They have 4 capable running backs, and they do a very good job up front, getting the hat on the hat. They get a lot of movement with double team blocks. So we have to be at our very best to be effective. It's not about them, it's about us. If we do what we do and do it well, it doesn't matter, who the opponent is. Well, I think it's very important we create our own energy. We got to do that. That's on us. We're going to bring the energy into the gates. When we walk in the locker room, we're going to have to be at a very high level when it comes to energy and intensity. And my concern is maintaining that intensity throughout the ball game. We're going to do a better job up front blocking. We got to get him to the second level. I think if we get him to the second level, he'll be able to do some of the things that he does that's special. So, up front is where it begins and ends when it comes to JAH-MAINE Martin. I think for the most part, we got a hat on the hat. We just didn't get a lot of movement. So that's the key. We got to get some movement up front to create some running lanes and some gaps. And if we're able to do that, we'll be fine. Well, we'll get 3 of them back this week, knock on wood. Of course, they have to be tested on Wednesday. But Jermaine McDaniels will be back. Michael Branch will return, and Trey Love. So 3 of the starters will be back in the lineup.